Episode 13.
Episode 13.
Unlucky 13.
Yeah.
And I haven't got any notes, so this is doomed to failure. Straight away. Straight away.
This could either be really shit or really good.
Oh, I think it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Winging
I'm sure
it.
Well.
So I did my wedding speech.
Is it?
I didn't write anything down, no. I just winged it. All
How
the
did
other
it
guys,
go?
I was wicked, yeah. It was really, well, from what I remember. Fuck me, I was sweating my tits off, but from what I remember, it went really well.
Did you do your speech before or after the food? Can you
After.
remember?
After.
The traditional way is after, isn't it?
It was after, because I made a comment about the terrible, what's that thing when you have the starter and then a palate cleanser?
Yeah.
And it was like a sorbet, but it was like champagne sorbet or some shit, and it was fucking horrible. And I just apologised to everybody for it. That was in my speech, my apology of the champagne thing. It was fucking horrible. But yeah, so it was definitely after, yeah.
You were still drinking when you got married, weren't you?
I would have been, yes.
Do you remember whether you drank very much on your wedding?
I didn't get drunk. No, because we were going on holiday the day after straight away.
Yeah, we did that for the very next day.
I don't get this. People that don't do that. That must be a massive come down. Lately, a lot of people that get married, I know from the gym, they get married and it's like a week or 10 days later they go on holiday, and I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, some people even go like a few months later. Like, that's not a honeymoon then.
No, that's
just a holiday.
Yeah, that's game over then. I don't get it. What are you prolonging? What is the? I never understand it. And we got married on the Friday, so ours was perfect. So we went away on Saturday. We went away for 3 weeks, came back, job done. It was nice.
3 weeks?
3 weeks, man. Yeah, Florida, obviously. 3 weeks, yeah. My first time to the West Coast, that was. But yeah, we done 3 weeks, and then everybody waved us off on the morning and stuff, because we were at the Belfry, so everyone stopped there the night, so everyone just waved us off in the morning. It was really nice. We all had breakfast, and then we got someone pick us up and took us to the airport. It was nice. That's the best way to do it.
We stayed where we got married overnight, but we were the only ones that could stay there at the time. They've changed the venue since. So the next day we got up and had breakfast, and then we went for lunch. Sunday, we got married on Saturday, so we had Sunday lunch with like our friends and like the bridesmaids and stuff, and then we just drove straight down to Heathrow from there.
Best way to be, man.
When we got back 2 weeks later, or just over 2 weeks later, car wouldn't start, so we had to call the AA. That was a great end to the holiday. Honeymoon.
Don't get that with the electric cars anymore, do we? No. Did you know you can charge your car as well? I parked my car at Gatwick on the last holiday, and I could pay, which you could never do before.
Okay.
But now you can pay, so when it comes back, it's fully charged. Didn't know that.
No way.
So the year before, I was like hunting for like a charger before I parked it. No need for that anymore. It comes back fully charged.
Very good.
Things you know, eh?
Yeah,
Things
absolutely.
you know. Job done. So what have you been up to, Sal? Because you've been away again.
Again, well, it's the summer holidays, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah, you
So-
people that keep doing all this 6-week shit. There's no time for anything else. Hence
I
why,
know.
hence why I've got no notes for this podcast.
What, because I haven't been here?
Yes. 100%.
Brilliant.
I blame you.
Okay.
I've not had enough time to write notes. When did we do the last one?
It was just over a week ago.
Oh, so it has been a week?
Yeah, it's been just
so
over a
I
week.
can't blame you.
Not really.
Shit.
Yeah, what have I been up to? Well, we've been camping, so
One of the Room 101s.
yeah.
Was it full-blown camping? In a tent?
Yeah, well, we've got a new setup now because we've got our new van. So we've I don't know whether you'd say upgraded because it's smaller, but we've got an awning that comes off the side of the van.
Oh, luxury.
So I
That's 5-star fucking camping, that is. What did
Yeah.
you think of it, Ben? Did you enjoy it? Awesome. Is he lying? Is that a
We
lie?
actually-
Did
no.
Are you lying?
No, we actually like, because I have said before, I don't really like camping, but this was one of those trips where even though it rained on one of the days, it was
bad.
one of the day that we climbed Snowdon, which is another story I'll tell you in a minute. But even though that happened, it was one of those trips where we came away saying, oh yeah, we should do more of this. Which doesn't always, sometimes we come away saying, I'm never camping again.
So
But
this was
a good experience. Just the four of us went. But it was the trial run, you see, because we've got the new awning, so we had to try out putting it up, working out the setup, attaching it to the van, all that stuff.
Just get an hotel, mate. Was there hotels around you? Could you have got one? Really? Just in the middle of nowhere?
We were...
B&B, you know?
No, I don't.
Airbnb,
There's not a load of hotel. I mean, you probably have to drive maybe half an hour or something.
Was there
perhaps.
anything there? Could you do things?
It got a big lake.
What did you do in that? Did you fish?
Paddleboard.
Oh, okay, so you did something. That's all right then.
Yeah, no, we didn't paddleboard.
Fucking hell.
We took the paddleboard.
So other than the Snowdon climb...
No, the plan was that we would get there on the Monday,
Yeah.
we'd put the tent up, and then we'd probably do some paddleboarding or something on the lake, but it took us that long to set it up. And also the journey was a nightmare.
Getting there?
Well, yeah, we thought we'd broken down, but then we hadn't.
In what? The Tesla or the...
In the van.
The gold van?
The yellow
The
one,
new
the
one?
new one.
I call it gold. The gold van. Is it... It's nearly broke down.
Well, we thought it was, but then Ben spoke to technical support at the AA and they told him that it was nothing. He thought he was leaking some fluid, but it turned out it was just...
He just wet himself.
I don't understand this.
Just pissed everywhere, that was what it was.
I don't get this, but apparently you can, when you use the air conditioning, it like releases a vapour or something and that just drips on the floor.
Yeah, okay.
It was just that.
Oh, okay. There we
So
go.
then we just carried on the journey.
Got you.
But oh yeah, I forgot the pillows as well. So that was why we stopped. We'd probably been on the road for about half an hour. I was like, shit, I haven't bought the pillows.
Just to buy pillows?
So yeah, Ben's answer was, it's only 2 nights, it'll be fine.
With no pillows?
Yeah.
Head on the ground?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No. So I said, no, we'll detour. So we called in at like a little retail park in Shrewsbury. That's where he discovered the leak.
Yeah.
I bought some pillows, which now are our camping pillows, so they'll just live in the van.
So you're going to do it again?
Well, we're going again on Thursday.
Oh, you actually... Oh, is that... Honestly, fuck this.
Well, we always camp August bank holiday.
Oh, okay, that's like a thing. Where are you going this time?
Shell Island.
Where's that?
It's like near Barmouth, like North Wales. Is it?
Oh, yeah. Is that like the Caribbean?
No.
Okay, cool.
Only if you close your eyes and you're asleep and you're dreaming.
Yes. That smell of that chip shop on the beach. You going to go to Barmouth for the day?
Don't know. We did last year.
Barmouth Beach, nice.
Yeah, we went last year and we did go to Barmouth. There's a nice bit and a sort of shit bit, but yeah.
Right, as long as you had a good time and you climbed Snowdon.
So Snowdon, got the kids. Ben and I have done it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the kids up there this time. The weather was absolutely... We knew the weather was going to be awful on the Tuesday. And on preparing to go, I was like packing hats, gloves. Ben was shouting at me, what the hell am I taking all that for? It's 20 degrees. But he was laughing on the other side of his face when he got to the top of Snowdon.
Freezing.
And he was freezing
Was it
in
freezing?
a T-shirt.
Bad.
And hadn't got anything else to put on. Me and the kids were all absolutely... We've got waterproof stuff, but you know when it's like that wet, that nothing's actually waterproof anymore. So our clothes were literally soaked through to the skin.
It was just pissing it down, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Took us 2.5 hours to climb up there. It was dry when we left, but we knew the forecast was
There's like
going
a
to
cafe
rain.
at the top, isn't there, or something?
Yeah, but it was that bad that it was shut.
You know what this is? Because we put it in room 101. This is, this camping
What do you
thing.
think?
This is some kind of god or something going, fuck you, mate. Next time one of yous goes, hell.
Because basically, to open the cafe, they have to get the staff up there on the train. But because of the weather, the train wasn't running, so the staff couldn't get up there. But we didn't know this at the time, so when we'd set off, I said it was dry when we started, but we knew it would rain. And then we'd probably been walking for about 45 minutes when it started raining. And we kept going. It was getting worse and worse. And obviously, the higher you go, the colder it is. It's normally like 10 degrees difference from where you start to the top of the mountain. It's like a minimum, that's how much colder it feels.
As if it drops that much, man.
Yeah. And so we were probably about half an hour, 45 minutes from the top, and we walked past somebody coming the other way, and Martha heard them say the cafe was shut. And the cafe was obviously the bit that was keeping us all going.
Yeah.
We'd got sort of snacks, but the plan was we'll get to the top, we'll have lunch in the cafe.
It's meant to be quite nice in there apparently as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's nice. It's really big. It's got a gift shop and everything. But anyway, so she'd heard this, and we were like, oh God, really? And kept going. But as I said, by the time we got to the top, and the kids did amazing. Rosie just flew up there. Martha was never keen on doing it, but she did it, and actually she didn't really complain. She just sort of got on with it, although I think she sort of mentally found it a bit harder. But yeah, we were absolutely drenched, so we had to completely sort of change almost at the top, huddled in the doorway of the cafe, which was shut.
No
I
way.
was like getting the kids a dry coat out. They'd got like hats, gloves, put ponchos on the top of them. Ben just stood in his t-shirt and his not waterproof coat. But yeah, we said, well, I didn't say, Ben said actually it was probably best that the cafe was closed, because otherwise if we'd have gone in there, like nobody would have wanted to leave because the weather was so bad, so you never would have got back down. So yeah, it was an interesting experience.
It's definitely an experience.
To say the least.
Yeah.
But if we hadn't done it, we'd have just been sat in a tent in the rain.
Yes, which seems like you've done that for the rest of the time that you were there, sat in the tent.
No,
Nothing.
No, the Monday evening after we put the tent up and everything, it was lovely. So we sat outside. They've got like takeaway pizzas and stuff. So we had pizza outside and we played games.
They had their own pizza thing on the site.
Yeah.
Cool. Like it. There we go. Nice.
Every night you can have that.
Love that.
And then after we finished, it's by the time we got back down from Snowdon, about an hour later, it did then stop raining. So again, we had like a campfire and sat out and cooked our food and everything, and that was nice.
There we go.
And then, came home the next day, but had the day in Betsy Coed, which was absolutely beautiful. Lovely place.
I don't think I've ever been there either. Oh, okay.
Very, very nice.
Lovely.
What about you? What have you been up to?
So, eventful week. Orlando had his first racing thing.
Yeah.
Passed his little exam testy thing that he had to do to keep going now. So
what's this that he's actually doing then?
So he wants to start practicing to race. That's what he wants to do. But at that place, you have to, because you're not the one over the road from the gym. That's okay if you're an adult. But as a kid,
well,
you can just go and just book it, and as a kid, you can just go around and just do whatever. But on these like mini things, but like there, it's proper karting, like proper race karting. So even for his age, they're just obviously a bit smaller, but they're like petrol powered and all that kind of stuff. So, but you can't do that without going through like a sort of like a physical kind of exam kind of thing. So learning all the rules of the race and then doing it and showing that you've listened and all that stuff. So he passed that, and then we booked him back in for a couple of weeks now. So we're just going to go every couple of weeks. And just keep him racing basically, and just keep him practicing. And like when you do the exam bit, there's only so many people that book it, because it's like not many people who want to have started. They've already started. So, but now the next time there should be a lot more of his age, just racing constantly around the track sort of thing. So, and then you can go and you get when you come back in all your time and quickest lap is on the board and all that stuff. So then you try and beat that for next time. So yeah, so I'm hoping he gets. I mean, he's proper into it, but I want him to really get into it now, because then we'll start to like buy his own cart for him, and I want to get him like a helmet with like a communications thing in there, like a Bluetooth thing, because it's hard for him to see like the flags and stuff. So I can tell him like, and then I can tell him to put his fucking foot down, like, do you know what I mean, stuff like that. So and he was a bit cautious about going around corners. Like he span out at one point, but I think that's the best way to learn. Like go as fast as you fucking can. And then if you spin out on that corner, you know to adapt it next time. Like there's this one kid, he was fucking flying around, man. Didn't give a shit. To one point, the guys were telling him to calm down on the sign, but like he kept spinning on this one corner. But in the end, he learnt just how to take it. So he was going the same speed and just learnt from spinning around. I thought, that's fine. You're not racing properly, so just learn. So I've got to try and practice him on just fucking flooring it basically, and just building up as much speed as he can. So that's his next bit. But he was loving it. It was great. Although we got there, the only basically road to get there was then shut off, and I was like, oh, fuck. It's a massive accident. This Mini had just crumbled. I don't know what the hell fucking happened. So I had to drop Lisa off at the bottom of the road, and I had to basically walk up the countryside. Then I had to try and find this other way around, which took about 20 minutes. And I was like, fuck's sake. So that was a nightmare. But it was good. It was really good. Gym refurb, that's going ahead still.
Yes.
For those that don't know, there's a big refurb on the ground floor. That camera or that camera? Forget that one in it. Look at that one.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah.
We're having a big refurb. So Palates is coming into where the spin room used to be. Women's changing rooms is nearly there. She's got some flooring stuff and some aesthetic stuff to go through. And then
you've knocked through that whole because that was the
been
photo.
in?
I haven't been inside
That's
the
cool,
changing
man.
room, but I couldn't. When I saw that photo, I was like, I'd expected that you were going to knock the back wall out, but you've got it's through the side, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you're looking at it, so it's that way. So it's really nice. It's like much more, and you've got like there's 2 private cubicles that you can get changed into.
So is that bit done now, or it's
pretty much. We've got to get some flappy doors on the changing bits. It's still got to be finished painting. And then we've just got the rest of the flooring to do, and then the aesthetic stuff like the mirrors and stuff like that changed and all that stuff. But other than that, it's pretty close to being done. And then you've got a bit that we sectioned off, which is the normal bit, which went to where the lockers were. That's sectioned, and that'll be a physio room now. So where you've lost that bit, you've gained that bit. Do you know what I mean? So, but it just looks better. It's loads better. And then we found little things like we found like an extractor thing that we've built into that now. So there's a proper extractor unit going through, but the actual main extractor pipe thing was already there, which we didn't know. We only knew that by digging out the back bit. So that's great. So we'll have more extraction in there. There's like automatic air fresheners in the ceilings and the walls, which we didn't know, which just they're all powered and ready to go. But we just didn't know about it. We just thought they were old, like little plastic shitty things that just didn't work, but they all work fine. So that'll be great, because that'll keep it all fresh. And there's one in the men's we found out as well. So it's good, all good. So that's Brilliant. The progress of that, yeah. And that's.
What have you got a date for the start of the Pilates then?
So that should start beginning of September. All the mirrors have gone up. All the the wood panelling, that's all gone up in the thing. There's loads of new plants in there and shit, so it makes it quite nice. It's just lighting's got to be done, and then the outside of that room's got to be painted. But other than that, it's close. I'm looking forward to the toilets being done next though. I fucking hate my toilets. We've just had them similar since we started it. So, but now the building's ours. It's it's easy to do all that stuff. So
it'll be toilets next, and then sort of the reception area.
That's the last thing, but I can't wait for the toilets. It's just going to be nicer. And then that's that. Then really, that's for that floor. That's pretty good to go. And then there's another piece of equipment coming in the next couple of weeks. That'll be good. Gym equipment, and yeah, we just keep going, keep expanding. And then there's the next bit, which I still can't talk about. So that's still private. One day, once I get the go ahead, the proper thumbs up. So that's been my week really. I nearly booked Hong Kong.
Oh, did you?
I know, yeah.
But you didn't.
Well, no,
so you still might, or
yeah, we just might change the date. So my plan is I want to tick off all the Disneylands around the world. Yeah. The only ones we've not, so we've done California, Florida, Paris.
Yeah.
There's still Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. There's 3. So I need to do those. They are long flights. They're like 14-hour flights, basically. So it's a big thing.
Are they the sort of thing that could you do all of them together, or is each one its own holiday?
Yeah, you could. That's big though, because like the distance
in
between
terms of like size and stuff as well. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So if you did that, you'd basically have 4 parks to go to, and then but like it's the trip in between, which I don't like. It's like I'm sure it's like from what I remember, like Hong Kong to Tokyo is like 6 hours or something like that. There's quite a big flight in between your flights, you know what I mean? So I think to try and get the most, if you wanted to get the most, because I'd like to look around Hong Kong as well. Yeah. If you wanted to get the most out of everything, you've either got to do like a huge holiday across Asia and do all that, or just do them separately. So we still might do something in September, but I don't think it's probably not going to be Hong Kong. Saying that, I might just book it if I can go, but that's the plan. Hit them all, go to all the Disneys, tick them off. And apparently it's the quietest Disney park, for those that are interested. That's been my week, really. So I've just had that kind of working, eventful, cool little week. It's been good. Very good.
And obviously you've missed me.
Always, yeah. It's throwing me off, Sal. So I've got no notes, mate. It's throwing me off, So, but yeah, so that's been me all week.
Cool.
There we go.
I've got some questions for the muscle mailing.
Hit me, mate.
I'll need the jingle first.
Muscle mailing, boom. I'm going to hit you with some knowledge. Let's go.
Right, okay. First question is, I've been working out regularly, but I'm not seeing any progress. So what am I doing wrong?
That's the question. Fuck knows. Been working out regularly and I'm not... Right, I've used this example before. There are 3 types of people, right? You can just work out, crack on, no problem. Right, do that, it's fine. You can work out and hit a high protein target, and you'll, let's say when we say workout, let's say weight train, and you'll start to build a bit of muscle because you're hitting your protein level. Or you can be in a calorie deficit, do your macros, have a protein, if this is your goal, eat high protein and train, weight train again, and you can lose some good body fat and gain or at least maintain muscle mass. So you've got to figure out what type of person are you. Are you just, if you're not seeing any results, it's always something wrong with your diet.
Yeah, it's a bit ambiguous, the question, because we don't know
I don't even know what the person looks like.
we don't know what the goal is.
goal,
But
yeah.
again, could it be perhaps that they're not progressing on their weights? If it's like are they wanting to build more muscle? So
Yeah, I mean,
that
like,
could be a
yeah,
thing,
that could be a thing. Like, is your
perhaps.
strength gains, maybe stuff like, yeah, we would need a bit more detail, but ultimately, it's progression is key to anything. So, are you lifting heavier, or are you maybe working out? Like, say you do heavier weights, or you do more reps per set. That's also progression. You know, you're going from a machine to free weight. That can be progression because you're using more muscles to hold everything into place as you are on a machine.
If
All
you're
those
doing
things.
cardio-based training, you could be looking at perhaps increasing the amount of time that you're training or the intensity.
Incline speed, that kind of shit, you know. Progression's key, but
Yeah, so
normally...
it's just working out how can you progress.
Yeah, but normally if you're not seeing progression, it's diet-based. It's normally diet-based, you know. That would work. Because someone writing that question as well, there's, if it's the other one, I don't think someone would write in that question if it was like progression with strength. I just wouldn't.
Yeah,
It's got to be results-wise in terms of how you look.
physical appearance.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
So it's your diet's not right. Yeah, you got to tweak it.
The next question is sort of diet related. This one is, how can I balance my social life and my fitness goals, especially when my friends always want me to eat out?
Easy. Just like, so my best way so I can still, I eat shit every week. So the best way I work that out, the two ways, you can either work, like we said before, you can work backwards. So find out what your again, if it's a calorie deficit, if you're looking to lose weight, find out your calorie deficit, calorie wise. Start on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So have your Friday, if it's Friday where you start to go out and eat and do all those things, start on that. Work that out as you go, and then when you get to Monday, Thursday, split the rest of the days by how many calories you got left, and you can still be in your deficit. The only problem you'll have is if you go to a place where you can't find the macros for what you're eating. But then in that sense, you just got to adapt to what you eat. You know, it's like, unfortunately, there's no magic pill or potion which you can go and have this social life where you just eat a shitload of stuff and it's untrackable, and then still complain that you're not getting results. That's just not.
So if you were going to go,
thing.
if you were going out and it was somewhere where they don't have the macro breakdown on the menu, what would be the option? What would be like the option that you'd always go for?
Just guess. You can pick anything, but you can, because if you
Like
fitness
protein
palate,
based.
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, look, but let's just say you just want to go and eat some shit, but you can't. There's no macros on the menu, or there's no calories on the menu, whatever it is. In MyFitnessPal, if it's a chicken burger, for example, just find a chicken burger. If it's a steak, just type in a restaurant name, like a famous. I always use American ones because MyFitnessPal's American. So, you know, steak-wise, if I put, or I mean, Miller and Carter, they probably have that over here. So you could put Miller and Carter sirloin steak, 8 ounces, and you'll get. It's going to be pretty similar how it's cooked. It won't be bang on, but you'll get an idea. Do you know what I mean? So. It's like I went to Worcester on Saturday, and there was a place called Pizza Freaks, and they do pizza by the slice, which is my idea. That was my idea, guys. Pizza by the slice, right? I ended up spending £31 on seven slices of pizza. That's not a full pizza, and I paid more. It's a genius idea. Do you know what I mean? It was great, but like I couldn't. There was no macros on that, so I just went Domino's. Thin crust pizza. That's basically what it was. Large, and then just did how many slices, and I'm thereabouts. Do you know what I mean? Alternatively, what I do is Sunday to Friday, my calorie deficit is 2,600 calories. I can eat that and lose a pound of body fat. It's around that number. So Sunday to Friday, I go really low. I go 2,000. So Sunday to Friday, I'm on 2,000. I get a bit tired doing that because I'm on quite low calories. But I do 2,000. But then on my Saturday, I've saved up so many calories. 6 times 6, what's that?
36.
36, so 3,600. Plus, I've still got my Saturday calories of 2,600. So 36 plus 26 is 4, 5, 6, 6, 2.
Yeah.
So I can have 6,200 calories on Saturday. So who cares if I track it? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm probably not going to eat 6,200 calories. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I do it.
Yeah.
But obviously I train every day, so I get a bit more allowance with my macros. I'm a heavier guy than a lot of people, so I get. But if you're big, you should have a good fucking chunk of, you know, like for you, where you're on 1,700 calories or whatever it is, for you to do that, that's quite a low level of calories for Sunday to Friday. It's hard.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Knackered. But you could do it. It's just more difficult. Do you know what I mean? Whereas me, 2,000 calories is pretty good. Do you know? So
yeah, it's just personal, isn't it? I know some people can have 1,700 calories and struggle to eat it because they just naturally find that they don't feel hungry.
Yes.
But I feel hungrier, so I can sort of do about 1,600 would be the max.
Yeah, and obviously the bigger you are, the easier it is to do that. Just because you've got room to move with your calories. The smaller you are, it's very difficult. It's more difficult to go, right, I'm going to go here all the time and have all this food. You have to be more selective. So it is what it is, unfortunately. There's no magic potion.
Next one, interesting one. Possibly could be linked to what you've just said, but I feel exhausted after every workout. Like, why is that happening? Am I pushing myself too hard?
So if you're like, I feel tired after workouts. I feel tired after eating, you know, so that could just be a natural thing. But if you think it's a concern, like you go, I probably shouldn't feel this bad, then it's probably 2 less calories, is my guess. Or you're not fueling your workout. So a good idea would be to have quite a high carby, proteiny meal an hour before you train, and then again combat that with something else to eat as well, to replenish yourself. Something higher carbs just to give you a bit more energy. So you could look at messing around with that, see how you feel with that. I know a lot of people that train on an empty stomach because they think they're burning more fat, which is absolute bullshit, but then you'll obviously have less energy. For me, I can train on a morning with a protein bar and I'm sound. My body's got used to that, but or I had like scrambled eggs and toast this morning. I got a bit more time this morning, so I did that. But I'm eating and then I'm training and then I'm fine. But if I go flat empty stomach, I have got no energy whatsoever.
Also, I'm not too bad if I'm doing upper body, but if I'm doing legs or cardio, I really need
big
to
movements,
eat.
man. Yeah, if you're gonna, those kind of workouts are going to elicit more calories, so it's bigger workouts you're gonna struggle. But same if you're looking at strength. If you're looking at strength training, you're going to struggle to lift heavy because you ain't going to have the energy. So I would say look at your overall diet in terms of how many calories you're eating. If that's bang on, and you've done it for more than 2 weeks, so your body's got used to it, because you're going to need that time in a calorie deficit for your body to get used to it in any sense. Then look at maybe what you're eating around your higher activity day, like parts of your day. Like if you're an office worker and then you go home and you sit on the sofa, but then you have training, the majority of your carbs should be around that training area, because that's when you elicit more energy. So, and don't listen to all the old shit where you go, oh, if you eat carbs, that's the only thing you're burning. It makes no fucking sense. You're just burning energy, that's it. But you want your body to be fueled. Petrol car won't go, or your electric car won't go without fueling it. So, same concept. Fuel your body. Bang. Done.
Okay.
There you go, mate.
I've got one more question. This one's slightly different.
I'm on a roll.
I keep bumping into my ex at the gym and it's really awkward.
Is this my gym?
What shall I do? Well, we don't know. It's anonymous.
Do you know the person though?
No.
So this is really an anonymous person. It's a strange person, a stranger person.
Yeah.
No way.
Stranger danger.
That always reminds me when my wife used to work in a bank, and one of the people on one of her staff was like being shouted at by a random member of the public, and like for her customer service, she went, "Leave me alone, you fucking stranger bitch." I thought that's the best way to handle customers. Great.
I think if you're bumping into your ex in the gym and it's awkward, surely just go at a different time, if that's possible.
So hang on, I got too flustered then. So the question is, I bump into my ex at the gym.
I keep bumping into my ex at the gym. It's really awkward. What should I do? How should I handle it?
So I can give you what I would do, and then I can give you a better answer. So
go on then.
What I would do is I'd just leave. I wouldn't want to be around someone. If I've split up with someone, bear in mind, I've been with the same person since I was 17, so this area of expertise is not mine. But if we broke up on bad terms, and it's got to be bad terms if it's awkward, right?
Well, yeah.
Do you know
but
what I mean?
when is it good terms?
Well, exactly. So we're assuming it's bad terms. So I wouldn't want to be around bad terms. So I'd just leave for the sake of it, just not wanting to be around something that I'm trying to get away from. Do you know what I'm saying? The better answer is just find some other blokes in the gym and flirt around. It's great. I'm guessing this is a woman. If it's a bloke, the opposite. Do the other thing or whatever you're into. But that's the better answer. Like if they're there and you don't want to leave, let's make it really uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? Or dress again, I'm just answering from a female point of view. Dress really sexy. Over the top sexy. Make it really difficult for him to be there. Or if you're a guy, do what I've done. Go a really
Would
nice
you not think,
beard.
like I'd think if I was doing that, oh, he probably thinks that I'm doing that on purpose.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Just a better answer. It's not my answer. That's just the better, funnier answer.
Yeah, totally.
Do you know what I mean? My real answer is, if I'm trying to get away from something that's negative or that's something I want to depart from, I'm leaving that in the past, so I will just go somewhere else.
Yeah, you need closure, don't you?
Well, yeah, I just think, why would you...
Yeah.
Or just fucking tell that person to leave, whatever, I don't know. Just, you know. Yeah, that's it. But I like the second answer better. If you're not going to leave, make it really fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Turn the tables, stop making it awkward for you, make it awkward for the other person.
I'd like you to, again, these questions are great, but give us more detail. I want detail. I'm a bit nosy. You're definitely nosy. Sally definitely wants detail.
What makes you think I'm nosy?
Oh, fuck off. You already are. So, tell us why it's awkward. What happened? Why did you break up? You know what I mean? Maybe you could, once you've watched this podcast, give us more detail for next time. And we'll do what's called housekeeping. So we'll go back and we'll dust up some stuff. But why is it awkward? Why is it awkward? Why did you split up? You know, what's the situation? Tell us more. Done.
We'll see if we can find out.
Yes. Give us more detail. Detail your questions, guys. We'll always answer them, but give us more detail so we can accurately give you the information. So some of these...
and it just means we can be a bit more nosy.
100%, man. Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so give us more details and we can give you a better answer. But yeah, man. There we go. Well, that's good. We've got quite a lot of questions. I like that.
I know, yeah. It was a bumper session on the muscle
impressed with
mailing.
that. It's helped me because I've had no notes. So that's definitely helped me. Yeah. Is this real?
No.
Oh, I'm about to put it off. It won't grow back.
No, it definitely won't grow back. We're only allowed to have like fake in our front garden. We've only got fake plants.
And me. We can't look after. There's only one area in the garden where we've got now, the back, and that's Lisa's kind of successfully grew plants. Plants notoriously come to our house to die. Yeah, if plants had voices, when we go to the garden shop, they'd be going, no, don't pick me, because they know they're going to die when they come to our house. It's game over. The only thing that seems to last really well is a Christmas tree, but I don't think that's anything to do with me. That's just because it's a very hardy plant.
Do you always have a real one?
Outside, yes. Don't have it inside, it's too much mess.
Okay.
Well, I have two. So we have the one...
In fact, I think I saw your tree last year because we did before we started this podcast.
The practice podcast.
We did a practice podcast, didn't we, at your house, and the Christmas tree was up.
You just saw the outside one as well.
I don't know, it was very early, so I think you'd only just say whether you'd got them both done. I don't know.
No, yeah. So we've had our tree we've had for fucking ages.
Yeah.
2009. I'll tell you exactly when, because when we moved into our first place. But it's the bollocks. You know, you've got a really good tree. And then I spray the shit out of it with that fake snow spray, don't I? Which I got ID'd for. Mega. I know. I mean, I didn't have the Viking look, but I got ID'd. I did have a beard. I mean, I was loving it. I was like, I'm 36, mate. Do you know what I mean? At the time, I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? 37. But I'm like, I was 36, yeah. But I was just like, what? For snow spray? Must be a thing, snow inhalation. I don't know. Fuck knows. But yeah. Got a deed. So I spray the shit out of it so it looks the tits. But then we always have a massive... Because I like going to get it from the Hagley tree place. Yeah. I like to go and get it all cut down, and it's just nice. It's a nice Christmassy family traditional thing. Oh, that'd be nice when we get to Christmas and we have a Christmas episode. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Love a bit of Christmas. Definitely. Halloween episode, we should dress up. We could do, but yeah, I hate dressing up. You've got like a costume from last year. Well, I weren't really a costume. I just painted my face, didn't I? Really well, by the way. Didn't you wear a dress? Oh fuck yeah, I did this year, didn't I? I forgot about. As if I've still got that. No, I haven't. I've binned it. I've binned that. It got a hole in it. Oh really? There's 2 hints for the dress. Yeah. Where was the hole? It was a dress, so it was on the side here. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, 2 hens for a dress. Who'd have thought that, eh? But yeah, remember my face paint last year though?
Yeah.
Fucking nailed it, mate. That was
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah,
Do
it
you
was
remember
good.
It was good.
It was really
I'm
good.
thinking this year,
Yeah.
I'm going to go Deadpool.
Are you doing a party again?
Yeah, but not with all of his fucking... Nah.
Just a family thing then?
Yeah, I don't want too much responsibility to be too many other people's kids. Ugh. I look at them like that. Ugh. No offence to them, they're all lovely kids. Most of them. But like, I just, get out of my house. Do you know what I mean? So, but we'll have family round.
Yeah.
And maybe a select few. But Lisa loves it, doesn't she? She loves Halloween. It's why we're going to Boston,
Yeah.
to go to Salem
Yeah.
for the day, and where all the witches got killed and they filmed Hocus Pocus and all that stuff. So we're going to do all that. But I'm going to do Deadpool, I think. I'm going to get a Deadpool mask, cut it.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about Deadpool.
Oh, you're such a loser. Ben, I'm going to do Deadpool mask. I'm going to cut it. So like half my face is showing, and then like Deadpool, he's got like bad skin. He's like fucked. So I'm going to do that. So I'm like half fucked, but I'm like Deadpool. It's all the rage in it, Deadpool at the minute. Film's banging.
Apparently, have you seen it?
It's brilliant. It's phenomenal. I got one on day one, didn't I?
Did you?
I'm a Marvel
remember.
freak.
Yeah.
I love it. But it's been shit recently. That has saved it. It's been great. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to see Inside Out 2 later.
That's good as well. We
Is
went to
it
see
good?
That. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
well, as
good.
far as Pixar goes, you know, that
Yeah.
made like 1.6 billion, that film, actually.
Really?
It's killed it. Yeah.
I mean, the first one was really good, so I am hoping
Yeah.
that it'll be.
Orlando's obsessed. There's new characters
Is
in
there?
this one.
Okay.
Like there's an anxious one called Anxiety, and
Yeah.
there's a boredom one, and all that stuff. It's not just happy, sad, it's disgust
Yeah.
and anger. So there's quite a few, but he's obsessed with Anxiety. This orange crazy fucking thing. So yeah, you going today?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. There you go. Bang.
Yeah, there you
There you
go.
Lovely.
Yeah, and Rosie's having a friend, because Martha's away, she's at guide camp, so she went to guide camp on Saturday in Malvern. She's not back till Wednesday night,
Cool.
so Rosie's just by herself, so she's got a friend coming for a sleepover later on, so hence, yeah, so we're going to cinema.
Lovely. Anything else?
That's it from me.
I think we're done. Unlucky 13. That's a wrap. Like, subscribe. I've still yet to do the X account. I'm going to do X. I'm going to do it. Twitter, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it so we can just... my plan is we just
Yeah.
use X just to write our thoughts.
Yeah, cool, I
Do you know
like
what I mean?
it, yeah,
Any thought?
Yeah.
It's Elon Musk, so anything goes,
yeah.
you know. And the occasional nude of Ben will drop in there because that is allowed as well. I'm telling you now, it's allowed. So we'll do it in, and that's what we're going to use it for. Just thoughts, you know, little things. So that's coming. Like and subscribe. YouTube.
Don't forget to send your questions to the
TikTok.
muscle mailing.
I've been uploading the older videos on TikTok.
Have
The
you?
ones where we've got nothing.
Okay.
Loads better.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm nearly nailing TikTok. Athena helped me a little bit with the old put the music in the background, do all that jazz. But
Yeah.
it's getting better. So do that. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and anywhere where you listen to your podcasts. We're on there. It's your revival. Get it done.
Fab. See you next time for episode
We haven't
14.
done this for a while. The mist.
Oh, you need to. Can you do that one though? Do you know that one? Dab me up, bro. Completely missed.
We're still filming, by the way.
Yeah,
You know that,
I
right?
know.
It's really weird what we've just done.
You don't
What
know
is
what
it?
it is, do you?
Where have
Well,
you got that
the
from?
kids do it, don't they?
No. Do they?
Yeah. Dab me up, Ben.
What's a dab? You're saying dad? Or
Dab. Dab me up.
Dad me up. What does that mean? What have I got to do? Don't want to come here anymore. What is it? So what does it mean?
What does it mean?
And you have to say bro.
Well, that's what the kids say.
You girls say that.
Yeah.
Dab me up, bro.
Dab me up, bro.
To each other.
Well, no, not to
Or
each other.
to
say.
boys, bro.
I don't mean. I just know when we were in Cyprus, all the kids, their ritual would be every time. But you've got to
Stop,
catch it.
this is
No, you've got to
What I was
catch
gonna do.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's good. And then you have to touch your opposite shoulder.
Dab me up, bro.
Dab me up, bro. So yeah, their ritual would be every time we went into our separate rooms, even if it was just for lunch, it'd be see you on the other side, and dab me up, bro. But obviously, a lot of the time you can do it and you miss. So if you get it and you got to get the good noise.
I have questioned myself lately about taking Orlando out of school. Now I'm I'm definitely glad I did. Fucking hell, we're relying on these kids for the future, guys.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that's happening.
I always think, what did I used to do when I was a kid? Definitely did some weird shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't really remember though. I'd have probably done shit like that.
Yeah.
I'd have probably danced around like that Australian Olympic
Have
girl.
you I know we're at the end, but have you heard the latest sort of thing that's going around? I'm not on TikTok really, but it's a TikTok trend at the moment. I think this whole thing about being demure.
Demure?
Yeah.
Does that mean?
You haven't heard it, have you?
No.
So I saw it the other day, and I think it has got quite big, but it's apparently this guy started it. It's all about doing things in a demure way and being, just doing things like really nicely, being respectful, being mindful, all this stuff. I don't know why it seems to have caught on, but I thought, I bet Martha's heard this. And so I said to her in the car the other day about guy camp, I said, Martha, when you go to guy camp, make sure you're demure. She's like, oh God, Mum, oh, you're 46, you can't say that.
No, why?
Why?
So it just means doing things nicely?
Yeah, like how would you do things in a sort of demure, in a sort of sophisticated way?
That's
so anything that you approach, how would you do it in a demure way?
Well, that's a nice thing for TikTok, isn't it?
Yeah.
Normally it's crazy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. But I'm going to go to work now in a demure way.
Be demure.
Be demure about it.
Be mindful. Be
sophisticated.
Respectful.
I might wear a smoking jacket. And a pipe.
Yeah. What would be the demure way to work out?
Definitely not make the sounds you used to make. So that's...
No, exactly.
That was not even lying. It's genuinely what the sound was.
What
was the sound, Ben? Do it. Hiya.
It wasn't that. I don't even know what it was, but it was a very...
It was an orgasmic sound to the point where people would go to bed not knowing that he was married to Sally and go, I wish my wife would make those noises, Jesus Christ. And Ben would go, that is my wife. Fair play.
I don't know. But it took you about 3 or 4 months before you said.
I was enjoying it.
Before you told me to change my breathing, and then it just stopped. And I don't really do it now. I couldn't even simulate it.
No, all the men in the gym were like, well done, Mark. And I'd be like, you're welcome. It was that respect look. It was like, do you know what I mean? And it gave me a little bit of, pizzazz to my training.
Pizzazz.
Yeah, and then I thought,
nice word.
Right, this is just getting too crazy. So I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong, which is your breathing. Then you nailed it.
Yeah. And now I'm all right.
Yeah, man.
So
occasionally you break out into it a little bit.
I know, a little bit. I can't help it.
Lately.
And that's what I've said to you. I've said about when I've trained other people for my portfolio, stuff like that. I'm like, what? I just keep on going. I've got to when are they going to break? When are they going to start making a noise? Because to me, if you're not making a noise, you're not training hard enough.
Yeah. Or you're not doing something right. Yeah.
So, I'm like, why doesn't anyone want to cry like I do?
Up the weights, mate. It's always the answer.
Yeah.
Up the weights. It's too easy.
Yeah, obviously it is.
Yeah, up the weights always.
So there we go. So in future, remember, be demure.
Be demure. And on that note, we're out.